night. I was chilling, right? So I went do my thing I gotta do. Have my kid, and he doing good, stuff like that there. And my kid doing real good, so I know I'm out of space. You know y'all out of space. Little Peabody professor, and it's about 11:50 at night. Peabody class at 11:50, 12 o'clock. When y'all get on the computer, y'all online computer algebra problem. I got an algebra problem. So, my kids, my smart academic kids, I got college courses at math, analysis, analyst, trigonometry, math problems, everyday lifestyle, and all fucking earth. I'm Peabody. So I went to church, I prayed. I went to see my grandmama, I prayed. I went to the thing over there, I prayed. I went over there to Forest Line and prayed to my granddaddy that way. Approximately 3 miles, 4 miles that way. Granddaddy, little cousin brother. Stars up outside. I seen the birds outside. I prayed again. I was out of town. I went to church and prayed again. And this is the honest to God truth. So y'all figure this out. So y'all get a 65. Y'all get 65%. Y'all passing the course. Y'all get y'all master degree. Online courses with Peabody nerdology. Everyday problems every men go through every day in the world, not just me in my city. People in California, Chicago, people in Las Vegas, everywhere, Nevada, the sands in the desert, in the ocean, in the Florida, in Texas, down in Dallas. I'm chilling, right? Now, this the problem. I had to explain that till I get to the actual problem that y'all gonna have to solve in your life. Men, what you going through? And I wonder why. Never know why. You ain't can't think why. Your brain don't think stuff like that. Some smart people already thought shit like that. Now they know that this boy girl gonna call them. And they program girls to call the police on you. Now they taught them that. So books, somebody, a professor, crook, a police, or some a higher up authority with the census in a DHS office and a motherfucking government. Damn. So now you going to jail because they told the girl to call the police on you. You don't know why she's saying the opposite. You told her what she did, and she said the opposite of what you saying. Now you say something and she say, well, girl saying the opposite instead of saying I did that. Let's go over here. You said, I know I see your body language and movement this way. I walk that way with you. I walk that way with you. If my girl walk that way, I walk that way. If I see her and I walk that way, that's the way I walk. Now, who trained and taught these females in a decades to do the opposite and say opposite shit? That ain't man saying that ain't right. That ain't true. It's just saying that on Thanksgiving and Christmas and the end of the month and the holidays. Who taught these females to do the opposite of what they man is doing in the system of the Jew, in the system? It's 2026. Why? I'm going outside. Somebody girlfriend do the opposite to him way down the street at the store with her car parked over here. Now, they got a man. Oh, dude girl over there got a man, they got a man, they got a man, and they got a man. Why is somebody messing with somebody, they messing with other people, men and men like that? Just get out they house. They man in the house. And they notice that on the other side of the thing, some in the world, why is females getting out their house with their husbands and men and put their men in jail, and then some girl forget that's her man in the house. He married. Some girls come out saying the opposite to somebody else, and their husband is at home with the kids. Not just me. That's the opposite side of the boy that took his girlfriend yelling at him, doing the opposite, and he can't talk no more. 2026, Peabody Professor, I figured it out for you. You still gotta write me a 5,000-page essay. Where, what, how, where, what, and how in the hell did this happen? And the fucking century came past, another century came past. Who has taught females from, I guess, 1900s. That's what it was about, 1900s. Somebody started going to schools and teaching these females bother somebody's conscience in his brain and do the opposite and neglect his wishes. Neglect that he said this happened, didn't it? No, that ain't happened. No, I don't know what you're talking about. Why is you lying? Oh, it's because Thanksgiving coming and Christmas coming. And the boys that start drinking, yes, what's up, man? And the boys start drinking, and he's telling the truth to his wife on Christmas and Thanksgiving. And she boned boys. And she's saying the opposite of what that real facts and the truth. Who taught these group of females in the 1900s this? Hell, the men going, they can't get out their houses with a husband at home. Trying to lock somebody up, ain't even hollering at them. Don't go on and kick it with them. What they did to their husband that's sitting in the house. Now I get out there shit so I can talk. Somebody girl talk, they girls coming out of their house, they crying. Why my girlfriend, why not she talk about other men? He ain't been over here about us. He don't knock at my door. He going to that, what the fuck? On the other side, where the boy stayed with his girlfriend, and he don't know why she was doing that to him. She started doing that to other men in the community. And Hines going with other men too. I tell her why that ain't her boyfriend. That ain't them girls' kids. They got kids by their husband. They cheated on their husband. They told them they can cheat on their husband and go outside Tell other men I'm crying. And they men and kids looking at their mama. My wife left. And this random the past two people's son came up. Oh, father. The boy sitting at home with the kids. Look at, she left for us. He know she left because she did that last year. The dudes, man, he drinking at the bar. I go to the bar, dudes couldn't take it. Like, man, I got a car. We stay way out in the contemplation meeting. We don't stay in Saginaw. We don't stay in California. We stay in fucking Beverly Hills, California. We don't stay in New York. We stay in the Bronx, New York. I'm going to the bar. I'm living with my wife. Still just saying the opposite to other men. That's why our kids watched our mama travel and aside all for Vassar. Don't make sense. I gave her the car. She said, phew. Go down and mess with the Texas and that Houston. She go to Dallas and mess with some more men. And took saying the opposite of what she said to me to some men and following them. And my kids got in the car. She go from Houston and then she go all the way to Dallas to mess with some men to follow them and say some opposite that she say to me when we argue. When I tell her I'm drinking, I'ma tell the truth on Thanksgiving and Christmas. I'ma drink some wine and some whiskey. My granddad laugh with they girl drink wine when they laugh at everybody eat food at the house. Grandmama don't ride away to Dallas from Houston to mess with me. You know, my mom, grandmama, my mama stayed, grandmama, and great-great-grandmama, and grandmama, and great-great-grandmama stayed at home with us. When we ate, everybody was packed in the house like some birds with feathers and chicken coops and eggs and biscuits and making in a party. That family had their family in the whole house. Other family members moved right across the street right there. They migrated. Their family, cousin, uncle down there, and they was coming over to their house. They were cooking eggs and biscuits and they have a party. Everybody party. Grandmama. Thank you, Daddy, man. That was grandmama, great-great-great-grandmama had eating hard party, whipping up good egg, chicken in the chicken coop. Oh, thank you. Somebody, Daddy, I just told you. Pop on Peabody on that block. I told y'all the answer. You still write me a fucking 5,000 page essay. Who then program these females in society to go out and follow and say the opposite and have their men crying, drinking wine and beer and bread, whipping up eggs? Peabody Professor, give me 50,000 page essay. Y'all got yours degree, master's degree. I told it to you. That's for Peabody style. You listen to this, and then listen to it. It's gonna get your brain back to working, boy. Tell her to go on. She's saying the opposite to people all at the stove. So you said, you know what I said. What I tell my girl. You saying some opposite shit to me. You went and said some opposite shit to the nigga at the stove. Then you told the police some lying opposite. Oh, that was way opposite. Now, when you go from an opposite, so that's correct. I mean, opposite or not opposite. I forgot the direction. So how the You forgot the direction, but you riding down the street saying the opposite on the other men. And you forgot you saying the opposite. So is that true that you called the police and said, I'm telling you, that's opposite. I don't even know if your opinion it's very opposite. So your opinion to use words is very opposite. Who taught you to say the opposite? Was your mother or your mother or your mother? Was it in the Bible when I took you to Lutheran church with me? Brought a Lutheran book home. I read that to you. I bought a Baptist book home, but I read that to you. I bought the Latino Bible home, and I put on Rosemary's. I read that to you. You kind of liked it that. I had the Rosemary's on all different times. I had the Mexican Bible, the Black Bible, the Lutheran Bible, and the Apostolic Bible. I went to the Judah Bible on you. Shit. I don't like God damn. I went to the math trigonometry Bible on you. I'm like, what? I went to the root and the pi and the rex and all that and the measuring cup, and I went and got you some soap and washed your little butt up. But I know goddamn well I ain't had them problems. But I was in school. The girls, I got up both through that shit. Yeah, the eggs. So I went and got the eggs, and I got the bacon, and I cooked some eggs, and I made you cook the egg. You cooked the egg, and then I made an egg in your stomach, and I busted one, and big baby came out. I asked you for your phone number, because I know dang on well you ain't had no man. You were looking at me smiling in school. But so how in the hell I make an egg come out your stomach in your oven, and I crack the egg and you bake the egg out your tummy in a microwave? And then all of a sudden you saying the opposite? You talking about child support? You ain't nobody coming beating no eggs and cracking no eggs and making no eggs, and my kids ain't up in here. 90 years old. Where did you get that I asked you for your phone number, little girl, for you to be saying the opposite when I asked you for your phone number? You ain't never said no opposite shit like this, so all of a sudden we started going together. Now, who done taught you to say the opposite of some shit that was opposite of the opposite that it ain't even a proposition? So, you saying the opposite on me when I'm drinking and asking you why is you saying the opposite, and you going outside follow somebody from Texas all the way to Dallas. And you cheating on me at the same time. When we go out in the community, you try to make a body movement. There's people at the mall, and we at the mall buying clothes, and you make a certain body movement in front of other men and people in the mall. In the mall, you don't want to go with me. You made an obscene body movement, and now every time we go outside, you trying to say some opposite shit, but you don't know how to say it. So now we going outside, and I'm looking at you, I'm like, man, who taught this girl to be down? Because when I walk with, I walk with. When I go that way, she go that way, I go that way. When she go, I walk that way. You knew I was walking that way, and you walked that way. And you looked at somebody, a man in there, and did like that. And I said, you wanted to talk and me to talk to you. I didn't say nothing because I'm shocked. You said the opposite all last night. When we had a baby in your stomach, I didn't ask you for your phone number to do some shit like you do to your mama to me. I mean, ask your little butt for your phone number, little girl. But you to come in this house and I had a baby out your stomach and you to do some shit to me that you do to your mama. Get your little butt on back up out of here. You keep the house, I'm gone. We went to the store. You turn around and start walking this way when your mama said, come this way. Yeah, you did that to me. I'm calling your mama. Now, your daughter over here doing the same shit she did to you. I was wondering why she said she gonna move with me, and I gave her my number, now we got a baby. She going outside doing the same shit she did to you when she was 14. So, and she down the street. We go to the store. She walked this way. And I said, you don't want me no more. She said, yeah. I get drunk on Thanksgiving. Our family drink beers and getting drunk when it's little. Ain't now my grandmama's at home. Ma'am, who taught your daughter to go do the opposite of what I'm trying to do? And did you do that to your boyfriend? I don't want your daughter. You gonna have to pay the rent. She is not capable of doing true things. And I read the Apostolic Bible to her. I read the Lutheran Bible to her. I read the Mexican Bible to her. I had Bibles all on the motherfucking table. I had Bibles in the corner. I had a Bible right by the bed, sitting by the floor. I had a Bible, a little bitty Bible sitting in the bathroom. And I had a picture of a God on the wall. I had crosses on the wall. And I pray, I sit down and I put my phone in my hands and show my son how to pray. She never showed my son how to pray. So, what actually is wrong with your opposite daughters? I don't know. Is y'all doing it? Is the other girls doing it? This is a trigonometry problem. I'm Peabody, and I'm going to figure this shit out. I got an algebra problem, but it's a trigonometry problem. The 100th is called the 100th century book in trigonometry. I had made the book. Oh, you got to pass that. It's a 100 trigonometry book. Don't nobody know. I taught them the math. I just told you the math. Oh, y'all gotta write a 5,000-page essay. Who taught, I told you who did, females to do the opposite? Damn. You come get your daughter. You can't figure that out. You did that to her daddy. That's how she know how to do that. I walked to the store with her. She went to walking the other way, looked at the lady and behind the cash register, laughed at me, looked at a dude, laughed at me, and walked that way. She walked all the way around the other side. I was walking right there. I ain't saying nothing. I'm just looking at your daughter was 45 years old. Start acting like a fucking 10-year-old in the store, driving the car with my money in her purse. Come pay this rent for your daughter, and I'm moving out. Come get your daughter. I don't know who taught her that. She wasn't doing that when she left you from doing that. She done from somewhere. She done ran all the way to 10 years old, 47 years old. Come get your 47-year-old acting 10 years old, what she's do to you from somewhere up in there. You didn't teach your daughter, maybe your mama somewhere up in there, 47 years old, and had kid by your daddy, and then start doing your daddy like that. Now you talk to her and ask her why she go to the store and move that way, what you taught your daughter. My boys don't be doing that. My sons don't be doing that. My niggas don't be doing that. I know that boys go get a drink and say, my girl just start acting like a 10-year-old at the store, drinking a beer at the bar, crying. You know my girl doing, your girl doing that. We just drink at the bar. And look at what your girl doing. She doing the same thing. And we at the bar drinking. We need a beer. But I don't know. I noticed that algebra problem. I drink my beer at home. I have a fixed budget, ma'am. I can drink beer every day I want to. I drink at the store, and outside is my bar. I go to the store, buy me a drink, go somewhere and drink it and cry. And I go back outside, and that's fucked up. I go to the store. I can drink whenever I want to drink. trigonometry problem. So I ain't fight no girl, ain't fought no girl. I drink and I go slay in my room and cry. I come back outside. I'm okay. Get your daughter away from me. Bye. People daughters turn to 10-year-olds. I never seen this a whole my grandmama and then they turned to no 10-year-old. They were right with my granddad. My granddaddy walked that way. My grandmama walked that way. My great-great-grandmama, her husband walked that way, she walked that way. They go to the store, she right there proper. If one of them girls say something to my granddaddy and my they kids, my fucking grandmama will mop her. Make bow, hit that lady in the mouth at the grocery store. Spartan grocery store. I was a little grandbaby. I was walking in there. I went in there when some lady said something to my granddaddy. I'm talking about this motherfucking 79. You know, I mean, shit. I'm like 4 years old. My granddaddy, my mama, and them went out to the club. My grandmama and them took us to Spartan a long time ago. My grandmama, we had grandbabies. Some lady said, look at that ugly man. My grandmama looked around and she was right there. Bow! My grandmama mopped that black lady. I said, I scared my grandmama. Vern do everything grandmama say do. I said, hell, I sure do. Clean up, okay? Wash them dishes, yeah. Go to church, yeah. I'm gonna get all my clothes, gotta go. If I don't make a good grades, I'm gonna tell you no more. My grandmama said, you gonna do them good grades. I said, I'm gonna do it. I seen her mop that lady at the grocery store. I ain't no dummy. You gonna clean up? I'm cleaning the whole dish, Grandma. Motherfucker, I'm gonna clean baby. I'm gonna clean a whole baby, Grandma. You know, you gonna cut the grass. I'm gonna clean a whole car. I don't need no money, Grandma. I'm gonna wash the whole house, Grandma. I'm gonna wash the car, Grandma. I'm gonna wash the car. I'm gonna see if I can sneak and drag your car, Grandma. I'm gonna learn how to drive my own, Grandma. I'm gonna buy my brother some coal, Grandma. I'm gonna work. Boy, you gonna make some good grades at school, Peabody? Yeah, I seen you mop that lady at the girl's store. I'm scared of my grandmama. Bye. I'm finna go play, Grandma. I'm making good grades, Grandmama, so I don't know. But I ain't never seen my grandmama mop a girl back in the 79. Yeah, tell son my granddaddy's ugly. That's why I got scared of my grandmama. If Vern do everything his grandmama tell him to, then my grandmama mopped the girl when I was 4 years old at the Spartan grocery store. That's why I remember. So you gotta get your 10-year-old acting daughter that's 47 up out of the way from her, away from me, and tell her I don't want her no more. Bye. Give me my 5,000-page essay. Y'all got your master's degree on trigonometry. The 100th trigonometry book. Y'all good. Y'all good. Now go outside and get your money and do your math problems in your life. Figure out why you going through that shit. Bye. Everybody a professor.